Well, Mike, let's just start with what happened midweek, and I guess from your perspective, ticks a lot of boxes. Players getting an opportunity to show you what they can do, game time, youngsters on the pitch, youngsters performing well. I mean, it ticks all the boxes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it certainly does. Like I say, ideal outcome. A real good test for us, and like you say, Skip got through a good proportion of the game. But yeah, the young lads coming in, they did unbelievable. So like I say, a lot of them would have been nervous before the game, but off the back of that, I think they can take real confidence moving forward.
And another set of young players that Dean Lewington can see through the football club. I mean, seeing somebody like Dean on the pitch and some of those young men on the pitch as well, it was. That's a great image, I think, in football to see. The two different ends of the spectrum when it comes to football.
Certainly is, yeah. That's the beauty of it. Like you say, it's he's got so much to give the young boys. Very experienced, and they're coming in learning from a seasoned pro. And like I say, the display, I thought they helped the young lads really well, but didn't think they needed too much guidance. Because like I say, they stepped up. They played with bravery and courage. Real intensity. Say the first half, I thought we dominated possession without really threatening the back line, and then second half we managed to pick up a few more second balls beyond that front foot, and had the platform to score some good goals.
You never quite know how young footballers are going to take to playing. They sometimes try a bit too hard, which can hamper their game a bit, and sometimes there's no fear and it's total freedom, and that's I guess what you want to a certain extent. You want them to be free to play how they want to play and show what they can do, and presumably that's what happened.
Yeah, I want them to come in and enjoy it, and that was the main message. Very simple one, but to play with no fear, because like I say, this the best version of you comes out in those instances, and like I say, it was a good platform, really good test. We stood up to the physicality. Say Charlie Waller at the back was phenomenal. Really didn't put a foot wrong all evening. Again, I could go all of them, Albert and Keon, and they all did really well. So really pleased for them.
It's healthy going forward, isn't it? That's the positive thing. It's a healthy situation going forward. If the club doesn't have to go out and spend money on players, it's all the better.
Certainly is, yeah. Like you say, the more we can bring through the ranks and spend time with these lads, working with them every single day, and that they can progress. Like I say, the next step for a lot of them will be going out on loan and getting some men's football and really getting beaten up and getting integrated to that side of it, because I think a lot of the lads here, you can see tactically that they'll be good enough, but they've just got to go out and be introduced to that fierce kind of environment where it really matters, and the outcome is on bonuses and paying mortgages and the old school kind of mentality side of it, and stand up to that.
That game aside, there's been some time for you with the players, which I think since your arrival was really needed. You needed maybe a bit of time on the training pitch with the players, and for some of those players to become sharper and understand your message. How useful has that been? Yeah,
like I say, it's invaluable, the amount of time we can get on the training field, the training sessions. It's going to take time. I think we're asking the players to take on so much information, and I think I've stated in previous interviews where we put certain content and detail in, and they really take it and run with it. Then we've got to kind of add some more, and then they really take that. So it's going to be something that we're building, and it never ends, like I say. But the amount of time we've had with the guys has been really good, and hopefully we can see that on Saturday.
I think like a lot of MK Dons fans, you're probably the same. We just want maybe a run of games now. I know that you need some time on the training pitch, but it's been a bit stop-start since you've arrived, and just 2 or 3 games on the spin would be great, just to see where your side is at and get some points on the board potentially.
Yeah. Like you say, we want to play as many games as we can, but again, contrasting that with as much time as we can work with the boys. Ultimately, we learn the most reviewing games and looking back. But like I say, we want as much time as we can and work with the guys, but looking forward now to games coming up and testing ourselves.
What do you know about Salford?
Played there, and it's going to be a really tough test. The pitch is going to be interesting off watching a bit of footage, but they play really good football. They've got some experienced players, defenders. Obviously, big man who's in form, banging goals in. He's a handful, and they've got a lot of good patterns and structures, so they can play both ends of the spectrum really well. And we're going to have to be on our best.
Was having the majority of your first team regulars out on Tuesday night, was that a benefit for the training pattern this week, do you think?
Yes, yeah, we've had 2 groups in the week, and like I say, we've worked well. We've had some structured sessions, and we've had some enjoyable sessions. So, like I say, coming back together now and working today will be really short and sharp. Just getting lads understanding a few bits and how we're going to approach the game. But like I say, every minute is a valuable one.
And you've had 3 guys out on the international duty as well. Are they back in the fold now, or are they still sort of out for the weekend?
Yes, no, they're all back, fit and healthy. Like I say, they've played varied minutes, done well. So yeah, looking forward to getting back, and glad there are no issues. And
great for Mo, wasn't it, to make his debut for his country, and of course, and getting a goal as well.
Yeah, brilliant. I think you could see when he came back, you could see he had a spring in his step, and really pleased for him, because like I say, he's an honest lad. He wants to play minutes, and that's what we want as well.
And having another scorer in your Arsenal is always going to help, isn't it?
The more the merrier. Like I say, we know what these boys can do, so it's about us finding the ingredient to put the right team out there, and then when the boys come on, make that impact. But yeah, the more goals we can have in and around the group, the better.
Lovely.